Second, there we are recording now. Okay, so the idea is to check if we can answer, if we have the vocabulary and if we understand how to say these things in English. Okay. I will not work on the 5 points, but I will work on some of them. So I will ask you to concentrate on question number 1. Okay, it says complete these 3 sentences, and you have 3 sentences. I will ask you to write them down and complete them personally for you. Okay, and then we're going to read them. For example, the first says, if you had told me about the party earlier, and then you have to complete it. I would have bought those shoes if, and you have to complete it. I wouldn't have been so angry if, and you have to complete it. So first, the first thing is I want you to complete those sentences personally, each of you on the computer or with a pen or pencil on a paper. And then we're going to, you're going to read or say your answers, okay? Yes, just these 3 first, just to check if we remember the structures. And then we'll continue. So let's do it. Tell me please when you're done. Do you all understand what we have to do?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's quickly complete the sentences. We are almost finishing classes. I think we have 2 or 3 classes more and that's it. Ready, Nico?
What?
Are you ready?
I'm ready with the first
With the
sentence.
first, okay. Continue with the 2, with the other 2. So tell me when you finish, try to think of a good answer and also concentrate on the structure you should use, considering the first part of the conditional sentence. Come on, let's see what you have. I think it's enough time. So, Martha, what do you have for the first?
If you have told me about the party earlier, I would have time to change my clothes. I would have to change my clothes.
I would have had time.
Had time.
Right? I would have had time to change my clothing. Okay, very good. My clothing. clothings is when you're
No,
talking
my
in shop.
clothes, no?
Mm.
My clothing.
When you talk about clothings, you talk about mi vestimenta, okay? And maybe when you talk about clothes, you talk about ropa. Like clothings is more of an appropriate term, but clothes is not wrong, okay? It's better clothing, okay?
I would have had time.
I would have had time, yeah. Hubiera tenido tiempo. What about the second, Marta?
I would have bought those shoes if I had money.
If I had money.
Had.
Like past perfect, and
Claro.
then would
Yes,
plus
y el
present
verbo.
perfect.
Claro,
Okay.
had money.
Yes. And the third,
Yes.
Marta? Yes.
I wouldn't have been so angry if I hadn't been sick.
Excellent. I hadn't been sick. Yeah, excellent. Very good. Lucas?
If you had told me about the party earlier, I could have gone.
I could have gone instead of would could. Okay, I could have
Cambiar
gone.
el could.
Yeah.
And in the second, I put the same of Marta. If I have had money.
Okay, the same as Marta. If I had
The
money.
same as.
Okay, the same
Okay.
as Marta. Very good. And in the third? In number three?
I didn't do.
Okay, continue working. Yeah.
Okay.
Read and Nico reads and then you read it. Okay, Nico, what about you?
If you had told me about the party earlier, I would have prepared something to eat.
Okay, good. Second.
The same as Marta, but I added enough. I would have bought those shoes if I had had enough money.
Excellent, good. And number three?
I'm not sure about this, but I wouldn't have been so angry if you didn't lie to me.
Pensé lo mismo recién.
One second, Nico, can you repeat it?
I wouldn't have been so angry if you didn't lie to me.
But we didn't use past simple in the second part. What do we use
You
in the second?
hadn't, sería.
What?
Yes, hadn't
Okay.
lied to me. Very good, okay? Good. So, considering this activity, we will first do another thing that I also had prepared just in case. 1 second to revise conditional sentences. Okay, so let's go here. I'm going to share the screen now again. Lucas, you still have one more? Do you want to read it now?
Yes, justo hice la misma que Nico.
Okay, don't worry. So this is what we're going to do now. Can you see an activity on the screen that says conditional sentences? Can you see it?
Yes.
Good. Can you solve it, please, individually, considering the 3 types of conditionals? Solve it, write your answers somewhere, and we will read them orally, but I want you to do it alone, and then we check it together, okay? Just to make sure we understand everything. Select the correct option. Tell me once you finish, please, so that we don't wait. Oh, sorry.
I
Yeah, that's me. There. 1 second, please. I'm gonna pick up a pencil. Ouch. There.
I finish.
Okay, let's wait for the rest.
I finished.
Okay. Tell me once you finish, Martha, please.
I'm finished.
Okay. Once when you finish, you can say, I am all set. I'm all or you can just say all set. Okay, all set means that you finished, okay? Or you can also say I'm done. I'm done.
Ah,
Okay.
Okay, I'm done, all set, all finished. They are and you say I've finished. No, I am finished. I've finished. Okay, I've finished.
Mm.
I finished.
Yeah, good. And when someone asks you a question and you didn't understand the question or you didn't hear the question, you don't say what. You say sorry or pardon me. Okay, sorry, pardon me, or can you repeat that? Okay, sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay, what is really Spanglish? Okay, good. So, number one,
Okay.
Marta, ladies first. So the
you
first one.
has asked, if you had asked my opinion, I would have suggested where to put the furniture.
Okay, very good. Nico.
Unless you have a lot of books, you don't need more than one bookcase.
Okay, good. Lucas.
If you have a lot of money saved up, then you will be able to buy whatever you want.
You'll be able to buy whatever you want. Okay, number four. Marta.
How would you feel if you lived on the 21st floor on a block of flats?
Okay, very good. Number five, Nico.
If I were you, I wouldn't paint the room black.
I wouldn't paint the room black. Excellent, good. Now, this is what we are going to do. And then we're going to do mostly speaking. So pay attention. You have to complete the conversation with these words and all conditionals are mixed here. Okay, all of them are mixed. Let's try to do it without thinking much. Okay, let's not give it a lot of time. Let's try to do it as natural as we can. I'll give you 5 minutes to solve it, okay? You have to put these words in the correct place. Where it says for two, it means that you can use it 2 times.
Okay.
the meaning of relatives?
Relatives, your sons are your relatives. It could be
Ah.
parientes. And familiar is conocido, okay?
Okay.
So familiar, if it's familiar to you, te es conocido, te suena, okay? But if it's a
Yes.
relative, it's a member of your family.
I'm sorry about I. You were here now.
I mute myself because my dog keeps barking. He gets crazy. She gets crazy when she sees cats. You know cats? Meow. How you doing? It's so tricky because you want to put everything everywhere, right? It's confusing. Come on, we're almost finishing 1 minute. Tick tock, tick tock.
No hice así nada todavía.
No?
No.
Maybe you can read other sentences and see if something sounds on another sentence, and then you start doing others.
Yeah.
Have we finished? We're still working.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's start doing it together. It's a dialogue, so we are going to be A and B, okay? So the first A is Nico. The second
Okay.
A is Lucas, and the two B's are Marta. Is Marta. Okay, so A, Nico, B, Marta, A, Lucas, B, Marta. So you start, Nico.
Hi, how are things? Guess where I am? In a caravan by the sea, and it's pouring with rain. If you were here now, we would at least play some. No, we would at least play some music.
Okay. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, so
Be cool, no sería.
Yeah,
if
it was. I think it's
We-
wood, but I'm not
Yes,
sure.
I know.
We would.
would. Wood
Okay.
is okay. I'm trying to find
Okay.
to write, but I cannot. I don't know why. Okay, so we would. Good. Okay. Let's continue. Marta. And then
No,
Lucas.
I didn't do B. I couldn't.
Oh,
no.
sorry about that. Lucas, you have it?
Yes. I will come for you if no, igual no sería. No.
Hubiera ido con. Sorry.
I-
Hubiera ido con vos si hubiera tenido tiempo libre.
I will come for you, come with you if I would have free. No, pero sería otra vez would.
Es hubiera.
If I
had free. If I had free.
But the time,
Sorry.
there is missing the word time.
Sorry. First, second, or third conditional. O sea, no fue, ya está, no puede pasar.
Yes.
Entonces, primera, segunda, tercera, primero.
Tercero.
Bien,
Tercera.
ahora la armamos. De un lado tiene que ir pasado perfecto y del otro would más presente perfecto.
Yes.
¿Cómo sería?
I would
I would have.
come
With
with
you,
you
if I,
Had
si
Has
hubiera,
been.
had been.
si hubiera estado libre.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so, but you know, we've got relatives staying at the moment. Okay.
have been.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, unless I something to do soon, I go mad.
Unless I will.
El unless
I-
funciona como el if, ¿no?
um,
Entonces ese lado con ese criterio va a presente simple primero.
Claro. If I find something to do soon, I
Will.
will be mad. I
Yeah.
will be, no?
Mad. I will go.
mad.
A
I will go
menos,
mad.
yes, al menos que encuentre algo para hacer pronto, me volveré loco.
Claro.
¿Loco?
We already used the would 2 times, isn't it?
No, once, because
No,
of
would
it.
and would have.
Would and would
Once?
have.
Okay. If I were you, I would get out my laptop and start designing that treehouse you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great idea. Anyway, if I the chance to be in your caravan at the moment, I feel really happy. I've got my piano exam tomorrow. So,
If I had, usamos I had, no. If I had the chance to be in your caravan at the moment, I would feel really happy.
Right? I've got my piano exam tomorrow.
No,
Sorry.
pero
Yes.
igual el would lo usamos 2 veces ya. Ahora sí.
Okay,
Yes.
so 1 second. We have could.
Sería cool.
No me gusta el could ahí, pero quizás me gusta el could en la...
I think the could is used in the two. We could at least play some music.
Yes,
Instead of
excellent.
we would at least.
So we
Eso es lo que
change
había preguntado.
could there, we put could in 2 and would in 10.
We
Excellent.
could.
Very good. Yes, excellent. Now it's getting better. It's getting much better. Good. So 1 second here. I'm going to share the screen now. Look at the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So you're going to see that you have 2 situations there. We will spend some few minutes reading and deciding what you are going to do. Number 1 says, you are a customer. You bought something in a clothes shop in the sales yesterday. Decide what. And there's a problem. Decide what. Go back to the shop. B is the shop assistant. You'd like to change it for another identical one. If you can't, you'd like a refund. Okay? So in this case, Nico will be A, and Marta, you will be the shop assistant, B. Okay? 1 second, because we are going to read number 2 too. You are the manager of a restaurant. Your normal chef is off this week, and you have a temporary chef who is not very good. One of the waiters has had a problem with a customer who would like to speak to you. You are the manager, okay? When the customers complain, you usually offer them a free drink or a coffee. If it's absolutely necessary, you might give a 10% discount on their bill, but you'd prefer not to. B is the customer. Okay, so in this case, Lucas, you will be the manager, and Marta, you will be the customer. Okay, so in the first case, Marta is the shop assistant, and Nico, you are the customer.
Okay.
In the second case, Lucas, you are the manager, and Marta, you are the customer. We'll give time for Marta to think, okay, because it's a lot for her. But I think your roles are, in these cases, like you can do the role, the 2 of them, because it's easier and cleaner, the role. Then we will change. So, Nico, I want you to first decide how you're going to say what you're going to say, what you're going to say. I want you to use all your attitude, and I want you to use complex structures. Okay, when you speak, I want you to try to use some of the structures we have used, not to keep the simple things. Okay, I want you to say hello. I want you to say I'm sorry. I want you to say please. Okay, I want you to be very polite. What is polite?
Político, educado.
Yes, educado, okay, polite. Okay, so all of you should consider these things when speaking. You should take your time when speaking. You should never hurry up, because that's when we make mistakes, okay? So take your time and speak in a calm way. Think of what you're saying, say it completely, and say it in an organized way, and that whatever you say has coherence, okay? So Nico, when you are ready, you're going to start, and Marta will be the shop assistant. So you're going to be talking to her.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll go with Lucas. Think of what you're going to, what you bought, decide what problem you had. Do you know what a refound is?
Reembolso?
What? Sorry.
Yes. A refund here is when you ask for the money back because you don't like anything
Ah.
else on the store. Okay. The idea is to make it fluent, not to write anything. Okay. Just think of your ideas, organize them, and we start. So when you're ready, we can start. Lucas, you think of your role. Okay, meanwhile, Nico thinks, you
Yes.
think of your role, what you're going to say, how you're going to say it. In your case, Lucas, Marta will start because she will complain. She will complain of the problem, of a problem she had. We don't know what's the problem.
Yes.
Okay, and she will start complaining about a problem she had that was probably the chef's responsibility. We don't know. Okay. So, Nico, you ready?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking, okay. Marta, are you ready to start with the first, with the second, or you're thinking?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you start, Marta, with Lucas, okay? Go.
If you are in the night, you are having dinner, you start saying good night or good evening.
Good night is only when you go to sleep. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good
And
evening.
yeah, you say if you are at night,
At
the
night.
preposition for night is at. And you say good
At.
evening. Yeah, good evening is
Okay.
tarde, tardecita. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
question.
Good evening.
Lucas, she's talking to you.
Yes, yes. Hi. What is the matter?
I wanted to speak with you because I have I always come to this restaurant and I always have a very good meal, and this evening the foods, the plates weren't rich. The chicken wasn't cooked well, and the dessert, I asked for an ice cream and the ice cream was derretido, no sé cómo se dice, derretido.
Melted.
Melted.
Okay.
Yes, I want to complain because I usually come to this restaurant and it never happened to me before.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Our normal chef is off. We have a temporary chef for a week, for this week. I could offer you a free drink or coffee if you want.
No, I don't want that because really I don't know how the coffee would taste with this chef. I don't want that.
Okay, we can to we could to we could offer you ¿cómo digo? Perdón. Other ice cream.
No, I don't like it. Maybe I when I next week I would come back to this restaurant and I will ask you if you have your normal chef. Then I have an ice cream, but not with this chef. I don't like your food.
Okay.
I'm very disappointed.
I apologize to you for the inconvenience. We could offer you a 10% discount of their.
Oh, no, I don't think it's enough. We didn't eat well here. The chicken was, I couldn't eat the chicken. We couldn't eat the ice cream. I don't want to pay the bill.
Okay, sorry, but we couldn't offer you something else.
What, for example? What else can you? Oh, you
Ah,
couldn't. No, it's not
we
fair.
couldn't.
It's not fair. It's not fair because the food was really, really bad. Maybe I can invite you to sit with me and eat the same food so you can see what kind of food you are serving today.
Other
Have you
other day?
tasted your food? Have you tasted?
Yes, I have tasted.
Yes, and what do you think the food was?
I think that it's very well.
Oh no, that's not true. The food was awful. Horrible.
All of our chefs are capacitated to make the food.
But no, this one. This one is really bad.
Okay, we could offer you a 10% of all of your food that
That's
you.
not enough. I'm a regular customer. I always come here with my family. Maybe
Okay.
you can next week when I come here, you can give me more discount of the bill.
The same discount all of weeks.
Oh, okay. all of the weeks of the year.
Of the month.
Oh, okay, I'm agree. Thank you very much. And change your chef, please.
Okay.
Very good, very good. In a moment I was going to tell you, remember you had to finish the dialogue, but you spoke in a really good and clear way and you never stopped. There was never a dead silence, just some corrections. You don't say rich, you say tasty. Rich is a person, okay?
Okay.
When you ask for, you can also...
And when you say the food is
tasty.
Rich, no, tasted.
It can be rich in
gustosa.
vitamins. It can be, it's sabrosa, okay?
Sabrosa.
O puede ser rica en vitaminas, quiere decir que abunda en eso, okay? Pero no tasty, no rich de sabrosa. Ask for is pedir, but when you are at a restaurant, maybe you can say I ordered, okay? Ask for is like you ask for a favor, okay? Pedís quizás otra cosa, pero comidas o cosas para ingerir, order is better. To cook, those are things that I just wrote because you use good phrases. Okay, so now Nico and Marta. Marta, you can take a break, a glass of water, and start again. Okay, so Marta, you're the shop assistant, and we have a customer who bought something, but there was a problem with that something. So
Okay.
Nico, all yours.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you an employee from this shop?
Yes.
Do you work in this shop?
Yes. Do you have
Okay, yes, I bought some jeans yesterday and I had a problem with them.
What problem?
They are broken.
Broken. Oh,
yes.
Can you show me where?
Yes, they are cut in this part of the of the knee. And I would like to change it for another identical one,
Oh,
if that's
we-
possible.
it's not possible because we don't have more.
You don't have more. Okay.
No, can you change it for another thing?
What clothes? What clothes? No, I would like to refund.
Oh, I don't think it's possible because when you bought that yesterday, you put on the jeans, and this was the jeans wasn't in that time broken.
Yeah, but that's the problem. The employee that attended me yesterday sold me some the jeans that are broken, and I dressed some jeans that weren't broken.
I don't
So
understand.
the ones jeans that I dressed were not the ones that I got sold.
That's strange because
Yes.
people put on the clothes and they buy what they prove. Maybe I can offer another jeans, not that this one, but we have, for example, gray jeans.
Another model.
Yes, black jeans or light blue.
Okay.
It's the same model, but a different color.
And the same price as well?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I would like to buy some light blue jeans, please.
Okay. Which size?
XL?
Yes, we have. I would try, I will take, I would show you the jeans, and you can see that it's not broken in any part.
Okay.
This jean, you can't, you would not be able to change it.
Okay, so there's no other opportunity to
No, we'll
change it, or
we'll show it to you. You see your jean, you can prove them if you want, but you would not be able to change the jeans.
okay.
Okay, well, wait a minute. I will try to I will extraer the
Bring.
jeans. I will bring the jeans to you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Thank you very much. And sorry for this problem.
Inconvenience. Okay. Very
Inconvenient.
good. Super clean. I didn't need to interrupt you. You could solve the problem. You could explain what the problem was. Everything was clear, everything was fluent. You say probar is try it on or try something on.
Try it on.
Okay.
Try it on.
As you were speaking, I wrote some things on the chat, but nothing was really important. Okay, good. So this is what we are going to do now. 1 second there. This is what we are going to do now. We're going to try to say a story. We're going to try to tell a story. Okay. In this case, the story is related to a journey, to a trip, to a travel. Okay. But the idea is that you are able to say now and make now before we finish a story using connectors and tenses and structures we have used. Okay? What is the purpose of this story? Can you hear us, Lucas?
Yes, I tengo un problema.
Okay.
It's the same when we say, for example, disastrous journeys or disastrous trips. It's the
A trip?
same journey and
Yeah.
trip.
A trip is longer, a trip is shorter than a journey.
Ah,
Okay?
it's short.
For example, I trip everyday work. I trip.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
And if I do it to Buenos Aires every week, I have a travel more than trip. Okay, because it's longer.
Ah,
And a journey could be I go to Brazil. I don't know,
Europe, for example.
Yeah, it's longer. It's longer.
It's longer.
Yeah. And then you have a voyage, and a voyage is on a boat. Okay. Voyage.
Ah, voyage.
It's a travel on boat. If you travel on boat, you do a voyage. Okay. Good. So what you're going to do now is you're going to read this the disastrous journey we have here. And you're going to try to understand the story. And then you're going to complete the story with these connecting words or phrases. Okay? You have although, as soon as,
Okay.
because, but, instead of, so, then is already used, and then when. You have to read it.
Mhm.
Then what you're going to do is you're going to explain the story to Millie, the three of you. And then we will have like 10 minutes to make your own story, and you will tell your story, if possible, real story, interesting story, to the rest of the students. Do you understand?
Mm.
So first,
Okay.
take some minutes to read the story.
Okay.
Sat nav, what's the meaning? Sat nav.
A sat navigation system is like a GPS.
Ah,
I'm done.
All right. Let's wait for the rest.
We have to put the connecting.
The connectors, yes, here. Can you see them?
Yes, yes.
I will write them in the chat. So that you can read the text together, all complete here. They are in the chat.
Sí. No, tengo que completar la tarea.
So people, what did we put in number 2?
Está muteado.
Ah,
I
Okay.
put when.
When we continue the work, okay, do you agree?
yes.
Yes.
In number 3,
Instead.
instead of.
Instead of. Pardon, sorry.
Okay.
Instead of.
It's okay, don't be sorry. Okay, excellent. Number 4,
But.
okay, the second. Put 5,
I put as soon as.
Yes.
as soon as, well, as soon as, pero tendríamos 2 as si fuese por eso, ¿no?
No, in the 5. The 6 is as.
Sorry,
As soon as we stopped.
Sorry, yes, excellent. And number 6,
Although as
it was
we
although as well.
well,
Getting lost when we were. All of you agree with 6, although?
I'm not sure in number 6.
I think in 7
No.
is although.
Me neither,
better.
but it's like
That's enough for journey.
1 second.
but which one?
In 7, but although we got back onto the motorway, we realized that we have. What did you put in 7, Lucas?
Okay. Okay, entonces, so it is then
It was
the
an awful
6.
journey
No.
then.
Then was used in number 1.
Then is
Yes.
not used here. Which two
yes.
options? Which two options do we have free? If we use although in 7, what other 2 options do we have?
Mm.
Which
No
are the
quedan
ex?
dos.
In number 7, I put as soon as.
But as soon as we go back into the yes, it's okay. As soon as, and what? Where did we say that we used it? As soon as. ¿Dónde
Yes.
habíamos usado as soon as, chicos?
In number 5.
Number 5.
Number, yes, 5, 6. No.
As soon as we stop, got out, and then return. As soon as we stop, no. It was an awful journey.
So.
It was an awful so as well as
number
getting lost.
If in
Yes,
number
in
5,
so good. In number
Yes.
6.
No sé.
No.
Okay, number 7.
As
Although.
soon as. Oh,
As soon as.
As soon as. In number 8.
I put although there in number 8.
Okay,
So.
although in number 8. ¿Y dónde lo habíamos puesto nosotros?
In number 5.
Number 5. 6. Number
No,
6.
6. Number 6.
Ok, 6 la tengo vacía por ahora. ¿Qué opción te queda,
6.
Marta?
Because
Because.
but I don't know.
It was an awful journey because as well as getting lost, another problem. Yes, because, yes, in number 6, we had another problem. It was because we had another problem. Okay, good. So
I didn't see because.
Because it's here, no?
Maybe because it's number 8. However, because the beginning of our trip was a disaster, we had a wonderful holiday.
Okay.
I like better although there.
Although,
Yeah.
I don't know number
Where?
5.
And number 5, so Marta. And number 8, although.
Number
okay.
6. Number 6.
Number
Because.
6, because we said because.
Because.
Yeah. So what happened, people?
Son 2 5, ¿no? Hay
No,
2 5 seguidos.
No. It's, yeah, I saw the same, but no, it's a 6 and a 5. Can you see it, Lucas?
Okay, yes.
I zoom it.
So
There.
it
people.
was an awful journey because as well as getting lost, queda.
Because
In
sí,
number
porque
6.
tanto como
Porque, sí.
no, aparte de perdernos,
Mhm.
because as well as getting lost, when we were nearly at our destination, we had another problem. Okay, so who can tell me the story really quickly so that then you can share your story? What happened?
The SatNav doesn't work well.
Doesn't work. You're talking about present or you're talking about something that happened in the past?
Didn't work.
Didn't work well. Okay. So where were they going or where did they finish? Where did they end?
They wanted to go to Galicia, but they ended up in, where was the place? They were going north.
Andorra.
Near
Near Andorra.
Yeah, we were quite near Andorra. Okay, so how did she feel about it, or how did they feel about it?
Uh,
He was angry
They were angry.
devastated.
why have
with her husband.
Okay,
yes,
why was she angry with her hubby? Hubby's husband. Why was she angry with her hubby?
because she
bec-
told her that they were going to the wrong direction,
yes,
but he wanted his new toy. He believed in the sat-nav.
He trust more the sat nav.
The sat nav than the what? Okay, very good. So now this is what you are going to do. I want you to be able to tell me the complete story in 1 minute, really quickly, all of you. Okay? There was a couple who was traveling somewhere, but they end. I don't know. Say the short story really quickly. I want you to tell me the short story. Who can start, please? What you just said, but say it complete. Marta, you start.
There was a couple that went to Spain, and they stopped in their friend's house for 3 days, and after that they continue their journey, but instead of going to Nigran, Galicia, they went to Andorra because the husband trust the sat-nav, and the sat-nav was wrong.
Excellent.
And
No, Nico?
They a couple wanted to go to Galicia because they rented a house for the summer holiday, but they after 3 days of staying in their friend's house, they ended up near Andorra because the husband of, what was her name?
no, it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say it. Okay,
No.
because the husband trusts more the sat nav more than his wife,
Okay.
and yes, that's all.
Okay. Lucas?
okay. There was a couple that they want to go to Galicia for holidays, and they were using they knew them new satnav, but it was wrong. So we so he they had wasted no they finally they going to the wrong direction
They went into the wrong direction
because the satnav it was wrong, and the husband followed the satnav.
Okay, yeah, good. No, it's okay. The husband did what the Satnav said, okay? And it was wrong. The setting or something was wrong. Good. Now, we're going to see or think of a good story to tell. The story has to be real, please. Because when it's real, we feel it, okay? And you have to, the idea is that you make a short introduction, that you say something that captivates the attention. It could be a problem or not. And then you have to say a solution about it. Okay? Do you understand? Okay. Meanwhile,
can you repeat?
Yes. The idea is that you are able to say a short story to the rest of your students something that is not long,
okay.
something really short, I only ask you to be real, okay? I will start, the idea is that you don't think too much, okay? I will start telling you my story. It happened 6 or 7 years ago. I'm not sure if I ever told you that my father owns funeral houses. Okay, so he has, the house where you make funerals. Okay, casa funerales, and I went with my husband to his house. My husband was very curious about my father's job. Okay, because it was new to him. He didn't imagine what having a work like that was. It happened 15 years ago, actually, when my husband met my father. My father passed away now. And I will never forget the time when we entered the living room. My father loved the background of death and dark things. It was his job since he was born. Actually, he inherited the funeral houses from his grandpas. Okay, it's a tradition in my family. All of the funeral houses are in Entre Rios, not in Buenos Aires. So I remember we were there and my father started telling my hubby, my husband, all kind of creepy and scary stories that I have heard them all my life, but not my husband. Okay. So in a moment, my father had on the living rooms, it's very common, they have like old houses, with zaguanes, which are those holes, and he had a ventilator on the roof. In a moment, in the middle of the speech, there was a lamp on the ventilator, a lamp that falls to the middle of the three of us. That was the scariest moment in my whole life, but you don't imagine how scary it was. And my father, to finish the situation, said, "It looks as if we have a spirit here." We're like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And my husband never forgets that moment. It's unforgettable. Okay. Because it was like funny and scary. Good. So I'm ready to listen to you now. Who would like to start? I love listening stories. So come up with a good story. Come on.
I can tell my a real story, but that didn't happen to me. It happened to my daughter-in-law.
Yeah, go.
When my son in that time lived in Buenos Aires, she always traveled to see him. And she returned to Mar del Plata on Sundays. One Sunday, when she was driving the car near Dolores, she heard a sound and the car began to stop and broke the car. And it was at night. So she was really scared because it wasn't in the city. It was some kilometers away. So she called with her cell phone to the emergency. She had to wait 2 or 3 hours alone on the route. Yes, she was really afraid, and my son was afraid, and all the family was afraid. And she could I don't know how to say the cars that carry cars,
How do you call them in Spanish? I don't know, like,
Cuando te ayudan en la ruta y te traen los camiones esos grandes, ¿viste?
yeah,
Well,
what's the name in
they
Spanish? Well, yeah.
I don't know. Well, they carry her to Mar del Plata, and when she arrived to her house, she realized that in her car, it was a dog sleeping. In a moment, the door were open and a dog from Dolores with a bell here enter in the car and sleep in the back of the seat. And well, she loves animals, and she had the animal, the dog, some weeks. And when she went to see my son again in the same place where that happened, she let the dog away.
Marta, incredible, but I have a question. When she was waiting for the car, she was inside the car or she left the
Yes,
car?
she was inside the car, but she thinks that in a moment when she went out to call because she hadn't a good signal in the phone or something, a dog that she didn't know, she didn't realize, came into the car and sat in the back of the seat and slept.
Crazy.
And she was 3 hours or 2 hours waiting for help, and she didn't realize that she had a dog behind.
It's crazy because it could have been anything, like a dog,
Yeah.
a person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Incredible.
Well, so she realized that the dog had owners. So she kept them for 2 or 3 weeks, and then when she went back to Buenos Aires, she took the dog and let them free.
Wow, very good story. Very good story.
Yes,
Crazy.
funny.
Yeah. Funny means rara and divertida. In this case, is the two.
Sí.
No, because
Yes.
yeah. Okay, Lucas or Nico?
I can't think of interesting or good story, but it's more like a funny one.
Go.
We with my father, with my dad, we took a trip to Buenos Aires, and we stopped to have a dinner in Chascomús, the McDonald's that is there.
Okay.
And we ordered some hamburgers, and I watched how my hamburger was made. The employee had one bread here in the left hand with the hamburger, and in the right hand he had the bread with all the
lettuce, tomato.
How is the word for aderezos? The
seasonings,
dressings or something like that.
Seasonings.
Okay. I thought that he was going to
put them together.
Put the left hand to the right. No, he did the complete opposite. I laughed so hard, and later I told my dad about it, and it was so funny. We never stopped in a McDonald's ever again. So yes.
I imagine the situation, Nico. Yeah. No, it's a good story, and it was funny. Yeah, it was funny, especially because after that you eat your burger. Like,
yes.
Okay, good, Lucas. Lucas? I don't know if you can hear me, Lucas. Are you there?
Do you hear me?
Yes, now.
Now?
Yes, perfect. Yes.
Okay. The only story I can see, it's a short story. Like 5 years ago, I had a new cell phone, and once I was riding a bike with my friends, when in a moment I lost my cell phone. After a while, we realized,
Realized.
o sea que nos dimos, sí, that a couple was following us, and they was telling us that I had dropped my cell phone in the street, and they give it back to me, the cell phone, and I don't know, that's is.
You were so lucky. Like you got your phone back because of these people. Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Hi. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I lost connection. Sorry, Lucas, you were really lucky. You found your
Yes.
I will tell you something. My husband, he keeps losing important things like an Apple Watch or like in the swimming pool, he goes and he forgets it. And his wallet, like with the complete information with the ID, and he
Mhm.
keeps finding it. Like he calls and he said, "Is there any chance that I left or that you find an iPhone, an Apple Watch with I don't know that I used to swim?" I says, "Yes, yes, Diego, it's here." They say, "He's so lucky." Yes, I told him. All the time I tell him, "You're lucky. You're lucky, and you're not careful." You know,
Yes.
because he's like
Yes.
he has
Yes.
no memory. I don't know, yeah, but it's incredible. I think it's very difficult that it's not difficult to find honest people, but I don't know. Sometimes to lose something and to have it, you have to be thankful, or at least in my case, I am super thankful when they give it back. You know.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because you never know. People, okay,
No.
listen. We are going to do the following. I think I just asked today university when we are finishing because I'm not sure if we're finishing in 2 or 3 classes more. Okay. Do you have any
Okay.
idea of that or not? Do you know that? No.
The university.
I think it was before December starts.
Start. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
maybe we
Me
have
too.
2 or 3 more classes, okay? Yeah, like maybe
Okay.
2 more or 3. 2 more are in November, and then if we need one more, we will do one more. No worries about that. But we don't have many.
Okay.
Okay, we have 2 or 3 maximum.
Yeah.
So this is what we are going to do. Next week, we are going to continue making a revision of all the things we have studied, okay? And maybe in our last class, we will have a final activity.
Okay.
But I would like, yeah, more than an exam, I just asked the university if we can do something more practical than an exam, because I find it more productive, you know? So I will see what they ask. If they need an exam, I will have to do an exam. Okay, in campus, I am leaving you anyway the story instructions because I want you to write down your story and send it to me. Okay.
¿Cómo?
Yeah, I will ask you to write a story with certain instructions. Okay, I will put different instructions on your story. I will give you a phrase, a sentence, and you have to put the sentence somewhere in the story. And I will give you some other instructions to write it. Is it clear?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Questions?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Good. So people, we are finishing now. I will upload the homework right now and I will download the Zoom conference and I will upload it once it's ready. Probably it will be all ready by tonight or tomorrow morning, okay?
Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Before, I wish you have a very nice weekend and I'll see you again next week, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you very
Thank you.
much. Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you
nice
for your
weekend.
time.
Bye.
You too,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.